from the Rivers property in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm Chris Hansen alongside Joe Stapleton, and tonight we're bringing you the final matchup, King of the Hill.
That's right, it all comes down to this. Olivier Bousquet defeated Sean Deeb, and Parker Talbot, a.k.a. Tonka, took down Phil Hellmuth to earn his seat. They meet now in the finals. Winner take all, best of three, $200,000 to first, $0 and $0 to second.
Players will start with $100,000 in chips, and blinds will begin at $501,000.
Chris, who do you like in this matchup?
Well, Joe, by no means am I comfortable in sharing any of my opinions, not in this day and age. No, thank you, sir.
Probably for the best.
So you liking Jersey then? How long you been there for?
A year.
A year?
A little
You liking
over.
it?
Yeah, I love it.
You know anyone else there? You have any friends there, or you just moved out there solo to?
Well, you know,
play?
I'm from Manhattan,
Okay.
and I live like 20 minutes out of Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all my family and friends are there mostly.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, and then I actually do have some college buddies who live in like pretty close to me in Jersey.
Jersey's not bad at all. Nobody ever thinks about the fact that you can't have a view of New York City if you're living in New York City. Plus, when you live not in New York City, you can also afford food.
All right, here's our first flop between these two. It's deuce, queen, jack.
Top pair versus a flush draw.
My only problem with this game tonight is that if Tonka ends up winning, how do you get that belt across the border? I want to hear what you say to the agents to get that through the screening process and into Canada.
No one who has a belt like this got it through legitimate means.
Turn is a 10.
No help for Olivier, and that's not a card that's going to scare Tonka too much if Olivier decides to semi-bluff. Also, king, queen, jack, 10. That's an up and down draw for Tonka.
Check.
Check, check. Ew.
Straight gets there for Tonka. It might actually cost him money because it might scare Bousquet away.
Bousquet was never going to call a bet. Being that he whiffed his flush draw, will he make an attempt to bluff this with just 7 high?
And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do.
Pretty good rule of thumb for bluffing is that if you know your hand's never going to win at showdown, why not? 5,000's the bet.
Both these players starting tonight with 100K in these matches.
You win.
And Tonka's going to start by adding nearly 10% to his stack.
My dad doesn't really.
Your dad doesn't really what?
What?
But yeah,
Show up
my
in your
mom-
life
my
at
mom
all?
does.
Like my dad?
Give you money through illegal sources?
She
What?
mods the chat.
That's
and
awesome.
stuff. She
Yeah,
loves
that's
it.
great.
Wear underwear? We're never going to know, are we?
I wish my dad would just give me a hug.
How much?
Ooh, pocket queens for Tonka and king jack for Bousquet.
Bousquet could 3-bet this.
11.
There it is, 11,000. Tonka trying to decide how much he can really get into the middle pre-flop. If he puts in another bet, there's a chance that Bousquet folds. If he calls, he's in position.
23 and a half.
Oh, man.
And a good laydown by Olivier. You know, I really think it was the half that was the mistake, 23 flat.
Yeah, he calls instantly.
Bousquet gets it all in,
Yeah, you're right.
Idiot.
Oh, I should have used my reveal on your 4-bet. I'm such a fish. It's like I can just find out what he has, you know? It's like, oh, God.
It's hard to remember the reveal cards when you're used to making reads all the time. Each player has got 2 little plaques in front of them. Chuck those out there when you fold, and your opponent must show their
I had
hand.
a feeling.
Did you?
My white magic was perking up.
Can we not let that expression catch fire?
Yeah, in this climate, I don't know.
11.
And once again, Olivier makes it 11,000 with King Jack. Last time he folded to the 4-bet when Tonka had queens. Calling in position with Queen 10 is probably okay. It's not really a hand you want to 4-bet with. Not unless you think you're going to get a lot of folds.
Tonka makes a call. So 22,000 in the middle going to the flop. This is match 1 in a best of 3 between these two. Second place, you win exactly as much money as Joe and I do tonight. Absolutely nothing.
0.
Flop is 5 ace king.
Best hand, second pair for Bousquet. Gut shot for Tonka. Don't think either player is going to love the ace, but that is not going to stop Bousquet from continuing.
Relatively small bet on the flop at 5,500.
And I think when the pot's this big, you don't have to bet very big. I think that if Tonka's going to call, he's going to call regardless of the size of your bet. And if he's going to fold, he is going to fold regardless. So, still heads up. 10 of hearts on the turn. This is all getting very complicated now. So Tonka's got third pair and a straight draw. Bousquet's got second pair and a straight draw. Each of them is blocking each other's straights.
Check.
Oh, when you say it like that, it makes it seem pretty simple, Stapes.
Had to really slow it down. For me.
Bousquet checks. It's on Tonka.
Tonka checks. River.
Another 10.
Oh man, runner, tens. I bet nobody expected that, especially Olivier Bousquet.
Check.
Checks to Tonka. I assume he's checking with the intention of calling any reasonable sized bet. 33,000 in the middle.
How much?
18,000 is not unreasonable. Just over half pot.
We've now got 51,000 in the middle before Bousquet's either call, raise, or fold.
I actually think Olivier's so good, he's about a coin flip to get away from this. He knows Tonka's got a lot of aces in his range. He knows he's gonna have a lot of Broadway cards. There's actually quite a bit out there that's beating him.
Wow.
Excellent fold. Big pot going Tonka's way there. Such a big pot, you might need a big yellow truck to come take some of it away.
Forgot to use the reveal again. Or you didn't care that time.
It's not that I didn't care. I just,
He's too tilted to look at it.
I don't know.
Well, hey, check out Tonka with the early lead.
I think he should legally change his name to Tonka. Parker Talbot sounds like somewhere you go to spend $90 on a scarf. I actually have no idea how much scarves cost. Is it, what, $8, $800? I don't. I live in Los Angeles. I don't own scarves.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to Rivers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the setting of our final match here on King of the Hill.
That's right. It's a matchup between two guys with weird names. Olivier Bousquet, Parker Talbot. Who's up next? Reince Priebus?
Blinds are 800 and 1,600.
Yeah, I'd like 2 waters, please.
Whoa, slow down, buddy. You're driving.
Almost a 2-to-1 chip lead for Tonka. Hey, Joe, did you call Dial-A-Bro because the guy in the highlighter high tops and the tank top and the $ neck chain is here?
I heard it was your birthday. It's for you.
Flop is 10, 7, 8 with a couple of hearts.
It's actually our interviewer, Pete Manzanelli, but I also hired him to work your birthday party. You're welcome.
Check.
So we got a flush draw for Tonka, bottom pair for Bousquet. Check, check.
Deuce on the turn.
That's a brick.
6.
Tonka trying to semi-bluff.
Can I get 2 waters, please?
More waters? What are you doing with them? Drinking them and then urinating them out? Seems like a waste.
Hey, you can just leave a third, actually, please. Just
What?
a third one as well.
A third water,
Thank you.
Stapes.
Maybe he's pregnant. And the flop draw for Tonka bricks out on the river, but he does make a pair of 5s. And Bousquet folded a pair before to a big bet from Tonka. In this spot, I think his busted draw is going to be obvious. Yes.
5.
Tonka checks. We're going to have a showdown. 7s beat 5s. So Bousquet is going to win about 10K back.
I guess if I was a super value hunter net, I would just take super long on every decision.
It'd be great for the show, too.
Really good for
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
It's actually the #1 complaint of poker viewers is how
37.
long some of the actions take. So thank you for not doing that. Their second biggest complaint? Me. Oh, I owe you a Coke. King 10 suited, raise at 3,700.
14.
Ooh, wow. 14,000 is now the number from Olivier Bousquet.
This is kind of a cooler heads up, pre-flop at least. Once again, I think we're going to see Tonka call in position. There it is. So nearly 30K in the middle to start this hand. Remember, each player only started with 100K. And the best hand flops best. Top pair, top kicker for Bousquet.
9.
No diamonds out there. Looking for running cards to hit a straight. Yep, good fold there.
Zero reason for him to call.
Okay, never got into chess or Magic. You?
I played chess when I was young, but I never got like super good. I stopped playing when I was relatively young, but I did play competitively for like a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really liked it, but you know, again,
37.
when people say they play chess like when they were young,
Yeah.
they tend to mean that they got like real good, you know?
Yeah.
And I never got like that good.
I mean, if you played competitively,
I made it to the Nationals one year.
that's pretty badass.
Yeah, but again, I was young, so like, you know, if you make it to the Nationals as a 15-year-old, it's much different than making it as like an 11-year-old.
Wait, what was he just
You know what I mean?
downplaying his skills because he
The guy
only
who's
made it to
harder
nationals?
Like, that person is just like objectively good.
What's wrong with this guy?
I got it.
Check.
Top pair for Tonka against the up and down draw for Bousquet, who checks.
How much?
It's 4,000, it says right there. Bousquet's definitely not folding.
12.
Ooh. I love the good old semi-bluff check raise. Raise it up on a board that's not supposed to have hit your opponent. Maybe you get a fold, and if not, you just bink the straight. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Top pair not folding.
Yeah, and sometimes the bonus of raising there too is you can get the free river.
Yep, sometimes you will get a free river. Good call, Chris Hansen. It is Chris, right?
Yeah, that's still my stage name. You know what my real name is?
No.
Olivier. What are the odds?
Oh my goodness. Good thing you changed it. Sounds like a loser. Of course, when I said you could bink your straight, I always forget the fact that you make a pair so often. Really annoying.
Check.
Bousquet now checks. He's got some showdown value.
Let's see if he can get that free river to try to bring home the straight.
Tonka's almost never going to bet here after getting check raised on the flop. There it is.
No. And now the river.
Now the river is where you make your straight. That's
Booyah.
how you do it.
It's on Bousquet. Two different styles of play here. We noted that earlier, that Bousquet and his match with Sean Deeb, they both were very precise, slow, deliberate, more run and gun with Tonka and Phil Hellmuth during their match.
And this has been a good mix of the two.
17.
Bousquet bets 17,000. This is a really bad spot for Tonka. Parker P in the tab. Olivier would most certainly bluff here at the bottom of his range as well.
And Tonka is out. He will fold. They're coming to clean the belt. What is this? Is this some kind of like weird belt cleaning ceremony? Did you see anybody touch it? I mean, why did we need to come and clean it mid-match? That's odd.
Apparently they were smudging it up. Apparently they could see my reflection in it, and nobody wanted that.
Both players are bringing their A game thus far. Some solid pokers tonight.
Yeah, it might be their A games, but come on, let's get these guys something to drink other than water. I want to relish in someone's blow up. I miss Phil.
Me too.
I think you are up 600 chips.
Is that it?
I think so.
We're playing for that belt in the middle and $200,000. This is the first of a best-of-3 matchup between these two.
Tonka up by not even a big blind.
You're right. It's a ridiculously low amount.
Bousquet makes it 5,000 with 9-3.
Just one time tonight, I want to see Tonka put his hat on forwards.
Someone about to open up a massive lead.
I thought that was part of his
Had a
head.
reasonable lead at one
Oh,
point.
no!
it's
His whole scalp came off.
Yeah, no, you did for sure, yeah.
Flop is 9, king, 6.
Check.
We got a 10K pot on the flop. It stays that way to the turn.
Tonka up and down now. Bousquet with the best pair. And my guess is he does not let this check to it, River.
7.
7 from heaven. Talbot, Tonka, in. Once again, a straight draw results in a pair.
Check.
7.
Gonna have to go check, check here with the 4 card straight out there.
And there it is. The commanding lead.
And by commanding lead, he means slight lead. Just more than the one big blind lead he previously had.
47.
There it is, not a huge difference between these two. Tonka raising 10-5 off.
That's the thing about heads-up poker. When you're going to play the button, you have to raise.
You gotta raise a lot. And Tonka
Check.
flops better. Check, check, free card. Oh,
And then Bousquet jumps ahead on the turn. Check, check. River, river. Another 10. Oh boy, we are back and forth.
Tonka running down that pair of aces like a big yellow truck. Huh? Get it? Yeah, I've done a lot of them. Tonka, yellow truck. It's not going over your else's head, is it?
6.
Here's how you can tell how old somebody is. Were your Tonkas metal or plastic?
I had both. I
Really?
started off metal, eventually went to plastic.
Millennial.
Ace.
Betting a call on the river. Tonka cannot put a raise out there.
You got like 110, right? 109.7 or something like that.
You take the 110 to the 105 to the 405 to the 10 to the beach. Yeah, the Californians.
6.
10-9 suited is a pretty hand. Not that we should only care about a hand for its looks, but
You of all people.
pretty shallow when it comes. What has Tonka got? Queen Jack suited. All right. I like where this is going. It's going on the 101 to the 405 to the 5 to Magic Mountain. Okay, here we go. 36,000 in the middle.
And now we're talking. This is one of the biggest pre-flop pots we've had with these two in this match. And the flop is deuce 10-10. Yeah, that's kind of good for Bousquet.
Good flop for Olivier. Tonka does have lots of backdoors, lots of good turns for him. Only 5% equity in the hand, however.
10.
Okay, I said lots of backdoors. It's more like 2 backdoors. Tonka's got more backdoors than a computer that's actually kind of hard to break in because there's only a couple of backdoors. Okay.
10,000 to bet.
Are we on the turn yet?
No, not yet. We got a 10,000 chip bet from Tonka. And a call from Bousquet, so the turn comes out at 8.
Oh, this is incredible. So Tonka has a straight drawn out. But Tonka's straight would actually make Olivier's boat. And honestly, I have nothing against Tonka, but I really, really, really want him to hit it.
Well, that would put a fork in this match, I'm guessing, rather quickly.
And Tonka's drawing dead. Any card that improves Tonka is really bad for him.
17.
17 thou.
Well, now we're getting up close to 100,000. There are 200,000 chips in play.
Tonka getting 17,000 in on the turn. 0.0 chance of winning this pot.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. Whoever wins this pot will have the chip lead.
I like it.
I know.
How's that brancher out on there, huh? How's that limb? It's a pretty thin limb.
Lonely out
on-
here. Real lonely. Like a Joe Stapleton going away party.
Actually, a lot of people will be at my going away party.
I'm all in.
All in.
You got it.
Tonka jams on the river. Quick call from Bousquet. It's over. Snap. Got him.
Stupid. I should have checked the turn.
Game 1 in this best of 3 goes to Olivier Bousquet.
You have me covered, right?
I
Definitely.
think so.
All the right moves in all the wrong places there for Tonka.
I win 1-0. Woo!
Unlucky, man.
No, it's stupid. It's a really bad bet on the turn.
So after a lot of GTO tiptoeing around, we finally got our first major oopsie here from Tonka, resulting in a 1-0 lead for Olivier Bousquet.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be back before Joe can guess the Steelers' starting quarterback.
I know this one. It's Rottweiler. Nope. Rottinghamster. That's close. I know that's close.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to Rivers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where Olivier Bousquet has won the first game in our best of 3 championship matchup.
Make sure you tune in next time because we will crown a new champ. Well, not crown because it's a belt. We'll buckle the new champ. Either way, one of these two players will be $200,000 richer and infinitely prouder to boast the title of King of the Hill.
For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Hansen, and for everyone here at Poker Night in America, it's dinner time.
Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also, like and subscribe. But you'll write the mean stuff too. It's all good. Burger. Rothburger. Roethlisberger. You got there.